The Golden State Warriors investor who shoved Kyle Lowry during Game 3 of the NBA Finals has been banned from attending NBA games for the next year. Mark Stevens has also been fined $500,000 by the league after he gave the Toronto Raptors guard a hard push and repeatedly swore at him. The NBA said Stevens has been banned effective immediately, and he will also be barred from attending any Warriors team activities. The ban will carry through next season. A team representative must be held to the highest possible standard, and the conduct of Golden State Warriors investor Mark Stevens last night was beyond unacceptable and has no place in our league, the NBA said in a statement on Thursday. As the review of this matter continues, Mr. Stevens will not be permitted to attend NBA games. The incident unfolded early in the fourth quarter at Oracle Arena when Lowry ran down a loose ball while Stevens was sitting courtside. After leaping out of bounds and into the stands, not far from where Warriors owner Joe Lacob was sitting, Lowry landed in the lap of a male fan who appeared to grab his jersey with two hands. At the same time, Stevens, who was seated and wearing a blue shirt, extended his left arm and gave Lowry a hard shove in his left shoulder. Lowry said Stevens also cursed at him multiple times during the incident. The guard complained to officials and Stevens was promptly ejected from the stadium. He reached over and put his hands on me for no reason, and then he said a couple vulgar words to me and repeated them repeatedly, Lowry told ESPN on Wednesday. In our league there's no place for that. Honestly, I hope he is never allowed to come back to an NBA game. He shouldn't have done that. There's no place for that. Lowry said on Thursday that he was furious during the incident, noting that Stevens has yet to personally reach out to him and apologize. He's not a good look for the ownership group they have, the Raptors star told ESPN. He showed his true colors at the time. He shouldn't be a part of our league. Before the NBA made their decision, the Warriors had already announced on Thursday that they were banning Stevens for the remainder of the series. Mr. Stevens' behavior last night did not reflect the high standards that we hope to exemplify as an organization, read the team statement. We're extremely disappointed in his actions and, along with Mr. Stevens, offer our sincere apology to Kyle Lowry and the Toronto Raptors organization for this unfortunate misconduct. There is no place for such interaction between fans or anyone and players at an NBA game. Mr. Stevens will not be in attendance at any of the remaining games of the 2019 NBA Finals. Warriors coach Steve Kerr also called Stevens' behavior unacceptable and said he would be personally apologizing to Lowry and the Raptors. The incident overshadowed a breakout game for Lowry. He scored 15 points in the first half to get the Raptors going and finished 8 of 16 from the floor with 5 three-pointers. Lowry also had 9 assists and 4 rebounds. It sucks that this has to take the front page of the finals, Lowry said. It's been a fun finals. It's been a competitive finals. It really sucks that this has to take part and had to be a part of it. Lowry also noted that the incident could have been far worse if he had reacted in a different way. "In that situation, I don't think I could have handled it any better," he said. "I understand things could have been a lot different if I reacted in a different way, if I did something, or put my hands on him, or did anything of that nature." "There are plenty of fans and kids watching this game," he added. "I have 2 young children. I have to be able to hold myself to a certain standard. I do hold myself to a high standard. I've got to make sure I uphold that." Warriors star Stephen Curry praised Lowry for how he handled the incident with Stevens. "Obviously, an unfortunate situation all around," he said on Thursday. "Credit Kyle for the way he handled it. Lot of different reactions you could have had. He handled it correctly." Curry also added that he didn't believe Stevens' behavior was a reflection of how we handle business here. "As a Warriors organization, franchise, we have a high standard and do things with class and professionalism," he said. James, who appeared in the NBA Finals 7 years in a row with the Miami Heat and Cleveland Cavaliers before joining the Lakers last year, called out Stevens and said the investors should know better. "There's absolutely no place in our beautiful game for that at all," he wrote in a lengthy Instagram caption alongside a clip of the shove. "There's so many issues here. When you sit courtside, you absolutely know what comes with being on the floor, and if you don't know, it's on the back on the ticket itself that states the guidelines." But he himself, being a fan, but more importantly part owner of the Warriors, knew exactly what he was doing, which was so uncalled for. He knew the rules more than just the average person sitting watching the game courtside, so for that something needs to be done ASAP. A swift action for his actions. "I've been quiet throughout the whole NBA playoffs, watching every game. Haven't missed one, but after I saw what I saw last night, took time to let it manifest into my thinking. I couldn't and wouldn't be quiet on this." Share this article. Share. The National Basketball Players Association said it is monitoring both the NBA and Warriors investigations into the incident. The NBPA has previously expressed its support of a zero-tolerance policy with respect to verbal and/or physical assaults perpetrated against players, Executive Director Michelle Roberts said in the statement. Stevens' status as a member of the ownership group does not alter that view. He was a partner with Warriors owner Lacob.